So guys, apparently Mamdani will win the election. So he will probably become the mayor of New York. Let's hope not.
President Trump endorsing Andrew Cuomo in the New York City mayor's race, just posting on social media this. He says, whether you personally like Andrew Cuomo or not, you really have no choice. You must vote for him and hope he does a fantastic job. He is capable of it. Mamdani is not. Well, out front now, Zoran Mamdani, the candidate for New York City mayor. And so President Trump making it very clear here, there's no beating around the bush here. You really have no choice. You must vote for him, Andrew Cuomo. What do you say to that?
Look, this is something that we've been speaking about for months. We've known since the primary that Andrew Cuomo was funded by the same billionaires that gave us Donald Trump's second term. He denied that then. He had a phone call with President Trump trying to coordinate to stop our campaign. He then denied that. And even just until these final days, he denied that he was Donald Trump's preferred candidate. But now it's written out for the entire world to see. This is the man that Donald Trump wants.
I don't like the fact that he's pushing this billionaire speech, because it's really made to get the poor people to like him, but the fact that he will probably won't help the poor people or the weak one, will probably eat the rich one, and the rich one will probably escape from New York because they are rich and they can afford to escape, and it will probably affect a lot the one that will remain in the city, the poor and the weak one that can move from the city. People fail to understand this, that the rich are probably already out of New York because they don't want to pay more taxes or conducted business in New York. If Mamdani will become the mayor, even probably if Cuomo will become the mayor. Also, the fact that you want to freeze the rent is really bad. I advise you to go to watch Kevin O'Leary speaking of this. The fact that freezing the rent will be terrible for the apartments and houses economy. It would probably increase a lot the price, and you won't get affordable homes in rich or poor people. So it's bad for the economy.
Be the next mayor of New York City. And not because he'll be good for New Yorkers, but because he'll be good for Donald Trump. And New Yorkers are exhausted of this agenda in Washington. They don't want to see a mimic of it come here to City Hall.
Do you think it will help Cuomo at all in the polls? I guess specifically if you assume that Trump's trying to talk to that 15% of people who say they're going to vote for Curtis Sliwa.
You know, we continue to be confident about what tomorrow will look like for us, but I do think New Yorkers must understand that
Curtis Sliwa, he won't probably win because he has a really low chance. If you need to vote, you will probably vote for Cuomo because he has chance to win.
Andrew Cuomo waited until the final day before the election to have this be revealed. He wanted to be able to make the message to Democrats that he was in fact the governor that he said he was, and then right at the last moment, the last opportunity to fully embrace the MAGA movement that we have long said he is tied to.
So Trump also posted, so he endorses Cuomo, okay? Then he also talked about you, referring to you as a communist. I believe last time we talked, I don't know how many times I had of him calling you a communist. That's not new. But he said, if communist candidate Zoran Mamdani wins the election for mayor of New York City, it is unlikely that I will be contributing federal funds other than the very minimum as required to my beloved first home because of the fact that as a communist, this once great city has zero chance of success.
Well, if his idea would probably be bad for the New Yorkers, it's good that it won't found him, because it will be bad for the economy. So you don't want to give money to one that want to do some communist stuff or socialist stuff.
Even survival. Okay, what do you think that means? Other than very minimum as required, could be an important clause, I suppose, in that sentence. But if he says unlikely it's going to contribute federal funds, I mean, what happens then? What will you do if that's how he goes.
Well, I think you can clearly see that Donald Trump is threatened by our campaign. He's threatened by it because, like his, we've diagnosed the crisis in working class New Yorkers' lives, the cost of living. But unlike him, we're actually going to deliver on that. And that is a contrast that he can't bear to see. Because while he is spending $300 million...
He's playing a lot with his words. He's really good in talking. And I can see why people loves him. He's a good speaker. He let people listen what they want to listen, but what they listen is not the truth. So it's really bad. I think that what he's saying is false, and is just to push his election and in the direction to win that.
Modeling a White House ballroom, the same amount of money that could provide SNAP benefits for 100,000 New Yorkers. He's trying to make it harder for Americans across the country to actually afford groceries. And this money that we're talking about, it's money that New York City is owed. It's not Donald Trump's to decide which city or state will get what money. This is the money that New Yorkers are owed, and this is the money that we're going to fight for.
Okay, so Trump is not the only one talking about you tonight. Elon Musk is actually talking about you.
What a pair.
And obviously Musk had supported him, was crucial to his election victory. They had their falling out, but they're back together again. Elon posts about you. Remember to vote tomorrow in New York. Bear in mind that a vote for Curtis, referring to Curtis Sliwa, whom I just mentioned, is really a vote for Mamdani, or whatever his name is. Vote.
Well, of course, here Musk is playing with him. He's joking. He know obviously the surname, or maybe he doesn't know it. I don't know.
Cuomo. All right. Why do you think he's speaking out against you? And obviously the personal insult is in there as well, Mamdani.
Look, I think this is one of the more expensive endorsements that Andrew Cuomo has ever gotten, because it took $959 million in tax breaks that he gave Elon Musk for Elon Musk's pet projects back when Cuomo was the governor. And we're seeing the two twin architects of this second term of Donald Trump's presidency, in the president himself and Elon Musk, saying clearly to New Yorkers that their candidate is Andrew Cuomo. And they've picked Andrew Cuomo because they know that he will be the puppet that they want right here in New York City. And he's showing himself to not just be that, but also to be their parrot in the language that he's using to close out this election.
Okay, you talk about billionaires, and there have been some really wealthy individuals who have come out and put money in PACs against you in recent days, right? Former Mayor Michael Bloomberg among them. There are plenty of other business leaders who, in private, are afraid. They have concern. There are very few who actually will talk about it publicly, but one of them is Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan, and I'm thinking about this in light of Trump calling you a communist. Jamie Dimon did not call you a communist. He was more intellectual about it. He said, what does he really think? You know, he was part of that socialist democratic thing, which literally is more Marxist than socialist. And I read it, but I don't know what he believes in that. All right, so I guess he's basically saying he's not...
The fact that we don't know what are his ideas is bad, because for the economy and for New York, because it will probably cause a lot of damage, because you don't know how people live, what are the needs of people, and he want to do a lot of things. Actually, he also speak about defunding the police. That is really bad for the city. Probably crime will increase.
Really sure where you stand on things, but what do you say to that concern? Is Marxist something you're comfortable with?
No, I'm a democratic socialist, and I've said it time and again. When was that quote from Jamie Dimon?
From Jamie Dimon. It was from Fortune last week.
Okay.
A Fortune conference last week.
Because what he's also come out and said in public is that in our success, this is something that business leaders would also hope for the success of the city. And I put that forward to say that despite where New Yorkers may stand on my candidacy, whatever qualms they may have, they know that I'm actually being honest with them about my ideas, about who I'm looking to fight for. And that's sadly unique in this race. Because what you have is someone in Andrew Cuomo who spent the entirety of a primary campaign on the premise that he was the best suited to take on Donald Trump. And here we are with the chyron that Donald Trump is endorsing Andrew Cuomo.
So let me ask you, because that was actually...
Yeah, he's endorsing him because it's his only choice.
Or 17th, so it was actually a week and a half ago. But I want to ask you, because you asked me when he said that. Are you talking to him? Are people like that people that you're going to sit down with and eagerly work with, or not?
Look, I'll have conversations with anyone. And I've spoken to Jamie Dimon briefly, and I've spoken to a number of other business leaders across the city about my proposals. I know that there are disagreements around my fiscal policy, that I think we should raise income taxes on the top 1% of New Yorkers who make $1 million or more a year by 2%, or the fact that I think corporations' top tax rate should be matching what they pay in New Jersey. And still,
but that's not possible, because these people are really intelligent. They will let you take away their money. They will probably move away from New York. They will put their money in other things that won't let you touch that. So the only people that you'll tax will be the people that will remain. So the poor people, that's bad. You are basically going to tax only the poor people. How people don't understand this?
There's room for an immense amount of agreement on what it means to bring the city forward, and I'll always leave that door open.
So, okay. So let me just ask you about President Obama. I know that you had a conversation with him. What was that conversation about? Your most recent one?
I appreciated the conversation with President Obama, and we spoke about both
the New York Post headline is that he's not endorsing you.
Yeah, well, the New York Post has a lot of fun with that.
I'm not a great fan of Obama, of his policies, so I don't really care if Obama speak well about him.
Headlines, to put it lightly. It was a conversation where we were speaking about the importance of hope in politics, the delivery of that kind of an agenda, and I also shared with him that the remarks that I had shared outside of a mosque in the Bronx not too long ago was inspired in part by his remarks on race of a more perfect union many years ago. And I think there is often a tendency in our politics to think solely in a 24-hour news cycle, and the need to sometimes step back and speak to the soul of a city and not just the cycle of that city.
Do you think that he, and he's never endorsed a mayoral candidate, so that's why I'm making the point, of course, he wasn't going to endorse, but do you feel that he has your back? That because there are plenty in the Democratic Party who are scared of you too, and they don't know whether you're going to succeed, if they're going to sit back and watch. Do you think he's someone who's going to be in there, in it with you?
Well, I appreciated the president offering to be a sounding board, and that's exactly what we see as what the future of these next few weeks and months look like. It looks like speaking to those who've been in these very kinds of positions and putting together a team that reflects the best and the brightest that this city and this country has to offer, and then delivering on this agenda. And that's what actually terrifies Donald Trump and Elon Musk and even Andrew Cuomo the most. It's their fear that we will, in fact, accomplish the things that we have campaigned on.
I don't think he will accomplish all these things that is saying. Is just playing politics, so I don't see him in the future doing something different for New York, because his policies are really, really bad, and also on Wall Street there's fear, so he will probably also bet for the stock market.
And that's one place where they're actually right.
All right, Zoran Mamdani, thank you very much. Obviously, we're hours away.
Yes.
Hours away here. Are you ready? Do you expect it's going to be a big night for you?
I'm hopeful. I'm confident, but I'll never be complacent. But look, if people want to vote for Donald Trump and Elon Musk, they should vote for Andrew Cuomo. If people want to vote for change, they should vote for me.
All right, Zoran Mamdani, thank you very much.
He's playing a lot of politics here. He's saying that if you vote Cuomo, you're voting for billionaires or other things. It's not true. It's not true. He just wants to convince people that he's by their part, but it's not like that, because his family is really rich. I don't know if you see, but on Forbes they speak about their net worth, and they have a really, really rich family, so he's really rich. I was looking that he had like an apartment for like 1.5 million, so he's really rich. Don't let them convince you that he's a poor person. He's rich. He attended a prestigious Manhattan private school that cost about $66,000 a year. So his family is really, really rich. I wanted to watch this video of Nick Shirley asking New Yorkers if they will vote for a communist. Obviously the title is really sarcastic. But he said that he's a socialist. Well, I don't think that is really a big of a difference, because the policies are really, really bad, by the way.
Who are you guys voting for mayor?
We've gotten too comfortable not trying new things. It may not work.
We should absolutely tax the rich.
They bribed me $10 million to drop out.
Do you think Zoran's the future of the Democratic Party?
I think so, yeah.
That's why I'm voting Mamdani, because I'm voting for the guy who gave me the Lamborghini.
Today I'm here in New York City, and today we're asking New Yorkers who they're going to be voting
He
for
won't
in their
give you.
mayoral election.
He won't give you a Lamborghini. He won't give you a Lamborghini. Oh my god! How the fuck these people think that you will give them a Lamborghini? They're really, really ignorant. Oh my god.
This is potentially the most important mayoral election in history. Right now you have candidates like Zoran Mamdani, who's a self-proclaimed Democrat socialist, whose ideas sound a bit more like a communist than they sound like a Democrat. Right now he's running on things such as government.
That's true. Like, for example, freezing the rent is terrible because it will probably destroy the demand for construction in New York, and probably the house and apartment will decrease. Also, build 200,000 new affordable homes is impossible because nobody will give him money for construct these things. Send up to bad landlords. Probably only the weak landlords will pay the price, and the rich one will escape from New York. So it's terrible. Deliver universal no-cost childcare is actually impossible because it's really too much. It's cost too much. And it's bad because private childcare is better, because if everyone could afford the private one, the service will be better, and also it will cost so much less. So you actually need to privatize, not universalize everything. Make buses fast and free. Fast and free is not a really good choice of words, because free and fast is they don't stay well together. So improve safety on our streets and subways. That is impossible, because he just said that he want to defund police. So how is he gonna increase the safety? I think that he's really a bad person, because he's saying a lot of falsity.
Grocery store.
And by the way, it will probably decrease the quality of life of a lot of New Yorkers. The weak and poor one, not the rich one.
Freezing the rent, defunding the police, giving free childcare and free public transportation with the buses. And then you have Andrew Cuomo, who has quite the track record with a lot of things. And then you have Curtis Sliwa, who's a New
I
Yorker.
will probably vote for Sliwa, but he has not a chance to win. So I will probably vote Cuomo.
Through and through, who started initiatives like the Guardian Angels to keep New York City safe. And so today we're going to be asking New Yorkers who they're going to be voting for. Right now, the lead is looking like Zoran Mamdani is going to win, but things might be shifting. So today we're going to be asking people who they're going to be voting for. And today we're going to be going from Wall Street all the way up to the Bronx, covering all of New York City, asking people who they're going to be voting for to get a real idea who's going to potentially win and what people have to say. Here we go. Who are you going to be voting for?
I'm not going to be voting for Mamdani.
And why not Mamdani?
Nobody ever heard of him since a couple of...
X. Nobody knows him. I don't know why people really want to...
months ago. I never heard of him.
What do you think it says about people like Bernie Sanders, AOC, even the governor here is all backing Mamdani?
I bet that Bernie Sanders want him to become mayor. I don't know why. It's a terrible choice.
Right now.
I don't get it. I think it's a scam to New Yorkers.
And who are you going to be voting for?
I'm going to vote Republican.
Who are you going to be voting for?
Cuomo.
And why Cuomo?
Well, he was a good governor, regardless of some things people were saying about the nursing homes and the sexual harassment claims. They were disproved.
And are you worried if Mamdani wins?
Concerned. Some of the things he's saying are terrifying. To defund the police is the wrong way to go. It's going backwards. We don't.
Yeah, that's really bad. Defunding the police is really a bad idea. With the crimes that we have in New York.
Want that.
And ma'am, who are you going to be voting for?
Zoran.
And why Zoran?
Yeah, that's it. No Cuomo, no.
That's it. How the fuck can you say that? That's it. It's not a good argument. Say that's it. You need to make some research. How the fuck can you say that? Make me so angry.
Else, Zoran.
Yeah, what makes you want to vote for Zoran?
Is young, is progressive, is.
Yeah, but being young and progressive is not a good. It's a good argument. Oh my god.
For the community.
We're inside the financial capital of the world, New York City. Who are you going to be voting for the mayor election?
Definitely not Mamdani.
Why not Mamdani?
I just go against his ideas, communal markets, and just against everything he goes against, you know, everything he follows through, you know.
You don't want a free government-run grocery store?
No, definitely not.
A lot of his ideas...
Of course people that study don't want that, because they know how economy works. So they don't want him, because they know that this bullshit what he's saying.
It sound very socialist, very communist-like. Has it ever been proven to work in any major country?
Yeah, definitely not. You see Soviet Union crashed in the 1900s. You see Cuba, horrible place to live at. You see Venezuela. Venezuela is a horrible place right now.
Who are you guys going to be voting for?
Our example are Venezuela and Cuba. How can you vote it? Do you know how much is the salary on Cuba? It's like $25 a month. You can never afford a mocha if you vote for this. Probably. No, that's exaggerated, but that's terrible.
I'm not gonna lie, don't vote for Mamdani, gang. Just be honest, don't do that. Feel me?
Thanks God, these people are... No, that is bad.
If you want to do Curtis, bro. Curtis, because you feel me?
I definitely agree with him on the terms because of the way conditions is going right now. Especially with like the shit with EBT, like if everybody knows right now, none of us have food stamps this month. And this is taken away from a lot of families, so you get what I'm saying? And this doing that, this is moving everything
So should less
around.
people rely on the government?
Yes.
Yeah. Just don't vote for Mamdani, bro. Like, because he's trying to take away the cops and stuff from me, because without cops, I'm not gonna lie, I know they jerk sometimes, but they're doing their job. Feel me?
Who are you voting for mayor?
Mamdani.
And why Mamdani?
Why not?
Is there anything that gets you super excited about?
How the fuck she can vote Mamdani? Why? I really want to know why.
Voting for Mamdani?
I just think he's a really cool person, and I think
But that's not an argument. What the fuck?
he'll put New York City back on the map. And
He won't put New York City back on the map.
he is trying to do the right thing.
You think people should rely
No, he's not.
less or more on the government?
Oh, more. That's what it's there for. Otherwise, why have a government? I mean, to fill people's pockets.
Who are you going to be voting for the mayor election?
Cuomo.
Why Cuomo?
I think you have more experience and know the government system there.
Yeah, and I can tell you're a rich man right here. Would you be excited to pay an extra 2% on your taxes if Mamdani wins?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
No. Probably not that rich, because rich people are probably already out of New York when they know that there were like two candidates, that one was leftist and the other was a communist. They escaped from New York.
Personally, for me, it doesn't matter.
Because you already have enough money. Who are you guys voting for mayor?
For mayor?
Yeah.
We go for Mamdani.
Really, and why do you guys want to vote for Mamdani?
He loves Jews.
And how's he shown that he
I don't think so, man. I don't really think so.
loves Jews?
Because he's our brother. He's Arab with Jews. He share the same father.
And in what ways has
It's a really, really strong argument. Oh my god.
Mamdani shows he loves Jews?
I didn't say that. He said that. I don't know. I didn't pay attention yet. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do.
And who are you going to vote for?
I don't know yet. I voted for Cuomo in the primaries, but
Well, that's a good choice. The best choice, actually.
I don't know what I'm going to do now.
While we were down by the financial district, somebody said Curtis Sliwa is doing a press conference down here by Staten Island Fairleigh. He is one of the mayoral candidates here. We're going to try and do an interview with him right now.
I will probably vote for Sliwa, but he has no chance to win, so...
Quick, Curtis, what's your elevator pitch to New Yorkers why they should vote for you?
Well, as you can see, I came out of the subways. I'm taking the ferry. I'm the mass transit mayor. That's the one thing that unites us, most New Yorkers. Take the subways, the buses, the express buses, the speed ferries, or in this case, the Staten Island ferry every day. 6 million. I have a bond with them. Zoran Mamdani occasionally, and Andrew Cuomo never, because he's too busy up in the suites with his billionaire friends. So I'm the working class mayor, and I represent their interests, even if they're not supporting me.
And a lot of people have wondered, why hasn't Curtis dropped out? But why haven't you dropped out if people are worried if Mamdani's going to win because you're going to split the vote and whatnot? But you're a Republican, and Cuomo lost to Mamdani. Why won't you drop out?
Well, decisively. And by the way, they bribed me $10 million to drop out. And I said, oh, no, it's not only unethical, that's illegal. So then they couldn't bribe me. So then they threatened to kill me and my wife. Now I have, for the first time in my life, armed security.
Well, that's really, really bad. He needs security because they try to bribe him.
After the Gottis and Gambino shot me with 5 hollow point bullets and I recovered in 1992, I never had armed security. Now I have to have armed security. So they think
the fact that he takes shot, that's really good. I will probably really vote him. I really like this person.
Billionaires, these insiders and influencers, they think they're going to pick the next mayor. Guess what? I trust the people. The people vote. That's what democracy is about. One person, one vote. And we'll see who they pick on November 4th, and I believe it'll be me.
Who are you guys going to vote for mayor?
I already did. I did that on Saturday. I vote for, what's his name?
Mamdani. See, bro. You say Mamdani. Absolutely.
Mamdani.
And how
What I say to you?
come Mamdani?
Because I figure we're done with Goombas, you know? We don't need any more of them. And that's all the other choice was.
And who are you voting for mayor? Siwa! Curtis! My son took a bullet for New York. What the
Facts. That's informed.
He actually got shot. Like, I never got shot up, but I could relate. Like, he's gritty, you know what I'm saying? Mamdani, he's like, I don't know, he's like slow, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I don't think he get no bitches, to be honest with you.
And so you'd vote for Sliwa?
100%. I'd take Cuomo over what's his name, Zoran? I would take Cuomo over him. You could even throw Eric Adams back in the mix for all that.
And Zoran Mamdani says he's a Democrat socialist, but his ideas like government-ran grocery stores, free buses, free childcare.
The buses was free anyway.
These ideas are terrible. Are really terrible.
Anybody, that's how you know he not from New York. If you from New York, MTA is free. We do not pay for no MTA. We jump in turnstiles, we get it on the bus, back door, front door, it don't matter. So I don't know what the f he talking about. It's free. That shit been free.
So would that make him a communist in your eyes with all that free stuff and wanting to give it away? Free bus ride?
Remember that free stuff are not real. When you see someone that really wants to give you something free, it's absolutely a scam. I can assure you. That's no free lunch. That's no free lunch.
It makes him a fucking idiot. He's talking about we do anyway under any policy. That's not some monumental change. This shit been free. Anybody who's from New York knows MTA is free. We do not pay for MTA. What is it? $2.75 now? No, it's 0.
So that just proves that he's not a real New Yorker.
He don't know what the everybody in New York knows MTA is free. And he think he doing something. That's common knowledge.
I also believe that he's not a true New Yorker.
You vote for him, and that's one of the reasons motherfuckers is voting for him, then you should be banned from New York. Like, you just not sturdy here. That shit, nah.
Facts.
Curtis Siwa knows, if you ask him, like maybe for the cameras, he won't say that because, you know, he got a job to do, he trying to win. But New Yorker to New Yorker, he's gonna tell you, yeah, that's free. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I know that's free. He done hopped that shit before. Like, come on, everybody done hopped that shit.
And now we're here by NYU. We're gonna go ask the scholars here at NYU what they have to say and who they're gonna be voting for the mayoral election. But and who are you voting for mayor?
Oh, for mayor? Mamdani.
And why Mamdani?
Of course.
gotten too comfortable not trying new things. It may not work, but we can say that we've tried, and I think I like his proposals and his ideas. This isn't the first time we've not elected somebody with a political
Well, I don't like his proposals and his ideas.
history, a legislative history, and it won't be the last, so why not try it out?
You say why not try it out? What's your favorite thing that you're excited to try out?
I think some of his proposals around rent and housing. I'm studying at the law school, and I did a clinic on tenants' rights and eviction. I think affordable housing is a really big issue.
Are you a scholar here at
I don't know what the fuck he's studying, but he should know that freezing the rent is really, really bad for the city, and he probably won't create new affordable homes because people won't invest in New York. I don't know what the fuck of type of books she studied. How the fuck, man? What did she study?
Yeah.
And who are you voting for?
I think I'm gonna vote for Zoran. Yeah.
Why do you think so many young people are voting for Zoran?
I feel like he's the only one that's like coming up with like plans that young people have been like plans to help how the situation is in New York right now for young people. It's so expensive to live
These people don't know how economics work. I can assure you.
here to even afford like to eat.
You got some matcha in your hand right here.
Oh yeah.
How much money do you spend on matcha here a day?
Almost $10.
What the fuck? What the fuck, man? $10 fucking dollars. And you say that you don't have the money to eat. Are you crazy? Don't spend money on fucking matcha. Oh my god. She doesn't really know economy. And she really believes that with Zoran she will afford more things. Oh my god, man.
Literally.
And with all these changes Zoran wants to make, who's going to bring in the money? Are you going to pay more in taxes, or would you like to pay more in taxes?
I can assure you that she doesn't work. I don't know why I have these feelings.
Or would you be happy about more of your money going, or do you think we should just tax the rich extra more?
We should absolutely tax the rich. They need to pay.
Yeah, they will escape, and you will tax the poor and the weak.
Their dues for what they have done to the working class communities and people. They should be the ones paying for majority of stuff. I am a student. I don't have like a full-time job, so I will not.
My prediction were correct. She doesn't work, so he doesn't know the value of money. She spent $10 for matcha. She has a really good iPhone. Okay.
Be paying taxes.
So we should
However,
just let other people pay our taxes.
I did not say that. I think everyone should, I guess, share their way of their taxes, but I believe
she doesn't know what she's saying. I don't really know what she's saying. That's crazy. That's insane. She wants you to work for her, and she will probably won't work for you. So that's the typical argument that people made in order not to work.
But I think Cuomo is the best bet to kind of beat Mamdani, so that's what I'm going with. I think that's what's best for
Believable is the best, but he has no chance. So.
New York.
So now is it just more for who's going to beat Mamdani?
Yes, absolutely.
And you think Curtis is splitting the vote?
Yeah, I saw he had like 10% of the vote, and I think that's kind of all Cuomo needed to close the distance. So, I'll do whatever.
Now I want to see this. That's crazy.
I'm voting Mamdani.
And why?
Because he's the most obvious choice.
What makes him an obvious choice for you?
It's just like, I'm trying to think. This reminds me of a certain comedy.
This guy is a saint. He don't know what people think. Oh my god. He's so shocked by their reaction. Oh my god.
Sketch where the comedian was like, we could either vote in one guy and he's gonna give everybody free houses, free rent, and he's gonna give everybody a Lamborghini.
Oh my god, what she's saying? Oh my god.
A
Lamborghini. She really think that he will give her a Lamborghini. That's the pinnacle of ignorance. I think that's crazy. I don't really have words for this.
Or we could vote in somebody who's gonna burn down the city. That's why I'm voting Mamdani, because I'm voting for the guy who give me the Lamborghini.
Yeah, so you think Mamdani's like just gonna
He's voting the one that will probably burn the city.
give you guys everything?
Not everything. I'm saying it's the most obvious choice.
You think somebody like Curtis Lewa or Cuomo is gonna burn down the
If you don't inform yourself, is the best choice.
city?
Curtis Lee, I'm not saying they're gonna burn down the city. It's just a hyperbolic analogy.
What do you think is gonna happen with government-run grocery stores and free buses? Do you think that sounds like a good idea?
That does sound like a good idea.
No, it's not a good idea. Price will probably increase a lot.
And freezing the rent?
That does sound like a good idea.
It's not a good idea. Price will raise, and people won't probably have money to have affordable homes, and also there won't be new construction because the landlords, the rich landlords, won't invest in new apartments or houses, and the weak and the poor landlords will get smashed. So that's bad.
They have to freeze the rent to the point where eventually then the landlord's not able to come in and fix the washer and make profit on his own lease.
That's their problem.
Who are you gonna vote for mayor?
Ooh. Probably Cuomo.
And you as a woman, would you feel safe having a social worker come and calm down and de-escalate the situation, or would you rather have NYPD?
I'd rather have NYPD. They know what they're doing. I don't believe in defunding the police. I think that's gonna cause...
That's good. Defunding the police, that's really bad. Will probably cause a lot of crime in the city, and New Yorkers don't want that.
more issues in the long run.
Who are you voting for mayor?
I like Cuomo, but I think Mamdani might be pulling the lead a little bit with me.
And what makes him pull the lead for you?
I like his young energy. You know what I mean? He's bringing new energy.
Not a good argument. I like his young energy. What the fuck?
To the field, and we need that now, you know what I'm saying, in New York.
Do you think Mamdani's the future of the Democratic Party?
I mean, I hope so. We got to start getting, new energy, new people, and, just make it an even field with the Republicans so we could fight back,
What's your favorite example of socialism that's worked?
There's not probably an example. It's just a trap question, so let's see how we respond.
I don't have a big example of it.
Of course, he doesn't even know what socialism is.
Socialism.
Like between Venezuela, Cuba, Soviet Union, what's your favorite one?
Man, you put me on the spot. I'm gonna have to go Cuba.
175 to 170 USD per month. That's not a really good example, Cuba. I'm sorry, man.
Very much.
Man, I'm gonna have to go Cuba. Yeah. Let's go there. It's just so complicated for me. I got so much information in my head, but I'm gonna go with that.
Do you like the idea of defunding NYPD?
Nah, I don't think we should defund the cops. I think we should just regulate.
I think that people really don't know what they're talking about. Because catching Cuba, for an example, that's really, really bad.
Who are you voting for?
Mamdani.
And why Mamdani?
Because he's like a good person. I mean, he has politics I align with.
How can you vote at people and you don't even know his policies, what you want to do? You just vote him because he's good for you. How the fuck can you vote him?
Like, I don't know.
And what do you think is going to happen in New York City if he does win?
Probably not too much, honestly. Probably stay pretty much the same.
Do any of his policies concern you? For instance, like maybe defunding the police or not supporting them as much as the other candidates like Sliwa or Cuomo?
Nah, I support that.
Really? Would you like the NYPD to be defunded?
Yeah.
Who are you guys voting for mayor?
Already voted for
Oh my god, that man, you want to defund the police. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Mamdani.
And why'd you guys vote for Mamdani?
A lot of different reasons.
And
But I think it's best for New York.
And what were some of those reasons other than he's best for New York?
I believe in socialism.
Really? And what's your favorite
He
example
believes in socialism, oh my god.
of socialism that's worked?
That's worked. I like Bernie.
He doesn't even know what the fuck is socialism.
What do you think about his policies such as defunding the police? Do you think the NYPD should be defunded?
Yeah, I do.
And if someone's robbing your house, who do you want to call?
I'd call the police if someone's robbing my
Of
house.
course you want to call the police. You want to defund the police, but you also want to be protected. That's good. That's a good argument. Oh my god. I really think that people don't like to inform themselves, because these people have no idea of what they're talking about. How is possible? I'm not from America personally, but I know a bit of economy or other things. I don't think that it's too complicated to know that if you freeze the rent, if you accept socialism, the city will probably collapse and you spend probably more money. The fuck, and these people don't know it.
I'm not saying I don't think the police should have like no funding.
Yeah.
But I think that there should be a lot less funding for the police.
Jan, you've been here on the channel before. Who are you
I don't have no words, really.
voting for mayor?
It doesn't matter who you want to be mayor. You vote for who you don't want to be mayor. And you do not want Zoran Mamdani, whatever his name is, to be anywhere close to that office. There are like easily 3 distinct reasons, but really more, that you do not want that. And people don't understand what it's like to elect a Muslim socialist until they elect a Muslim socialist. You could ask our friends in London, how many years has Sadiq Khan been mayor there? How's that going?
Yeah, London is doing very poorly. That's not a good example. I think that New York will probably become like London in the future if Mamdani will get mayor.
What do you think will happen in New York City if Zoran does win?
You know, there'll be a few immediate things. One, if you're Jewish or Christian, you're going to feel extremely unsafe. You're going to be looking at a lot of these sort of Muslim street and Antifa-style element behaving like complete animals because they no longer have any limitations. The police are on their side, right? Second of all, you're going to see tremendous crime. Those same liberal white girls that are probably going to be why Mamdani wins, if he does, are going to be the first on the chopping block. And it's going to be all...
That's true. People don't understand that will probably increase the crime, and it will probably become like in Europe that the government don't really take action against crimes or other type of behaviors, and people don't seem to understand. That's true that probably women will be the most hit by these policies and laws. That's probably true because there will be an increasing of crime.
Satisfying, grimly so, when they're the ones getting harassed in the subway, because guess what? They're the first in line. Because there's no one protecting them, and they're gonna wonder about their vote at that point. But of course, by then,
Why do you say awfully satisfying?
Huh?
Why do you say awfully satisfying?
Because there is something deeply satisfying about someone facing the unintended consequences of their actions. I don't find it satisfying because I like it; it's horrendous. But the fact that they actively voted for this while claiming people like myself and yourself are racist.
Well, that's true. If people really want that, who are ourselves to stop them? So that's true. People will probably understand in the future. We hope that it will be like that.
Are fascist, are Nazis. Let's see if they think that way still. when they're getting sexually assaulted by some guy who should either be in prison or mental asylum. Cuomo's not great. I never thought in a million years I would advocate for Cuomo. He killed all those people.
That's true. And neither do I.
The nursing homes, he was just kind of just a long time. His dad, I think was, if I recall correctly, was governor. Like, he's a long time political hack. But I'll take a political Democrat hack over a Muslim socialist.
Who are you voting for the mayoral election?
Zoran.
And why Zoran?
Because I like his policies. Simple as that. I think
Probably don't even know one of his policies.
Cuomo doesn't like have the city's best interest in mind. Like, doesn't even really live here and hasn't for a while.
Well, that's true that Cuomo doesn't live in New York, so. But I think that's a better choice because he's also more experienced.
Seems to just be running because he's a disgraced governor, former governor.
Should billionaires exist?
I don't think so, no.
And does any of his policies...
He doesn't know that if billionaire doesn't exist, he will probably lose a lot of place of work, and a lot of people will probably lose their job. So no, probably billionaires should probably exist, and it's good for the economy.
concern you, or what makes you so excited about some of his policies, like freezing the rent, government rent, grocery stores, defunding the police, taxing the rich an extra 2%?
Yeah, I mean, I think like a lot of the policies, if taken at face value, like there can be bad implementations of them. Zoran, if he gets elected, which hopefully he will, there should be like nuance to the policy when it's implemented, like rent control and rent freeze at face value. There could be bad implications of that, like apartments that like have rent control not being renovated and not like renting out.
Does it worry you at all that he's very young and he hasn't really had many jobs outside of being an assemblyman? He was a rapper. His parents are millionaires from the country he's from. Does any of that concern you about what he's saying, as far as some of those things may not actually align with his personal life?
Seems like that these people don't really know who is Zoran. They don't know him, that he's rich, that he won't probably have problem buying the groceries, doing shopping or other things. They will probably have problem, the poor one and the weak one. That's bad. That's really bad that people don't understand.
As far as his family being rich, that
Yeah, I mean that is a valid concern and is a concern I have. That's why like we'll see how it goes. I do think he's like a better option than Andrew Cuomo and like the Republican candidate. But yeah, like he does have his flaws, but I do think he's a far better option.
And now we've made it out here to the Bronx to ask people who they're going to be voting for the mayoral election. Let's see what the people here have to say. Who are you going to be voting for mayor?
Whoever changes the laws.
Who do you think is going to change the laws between Curtis?
That's not a really deep understanding of the question, but okay.
Liwa, Cuomo, and Mamdani.
Mamdani.
And why do you want the laws to get changed?
So they can help us young black people.
Who are you voting for mayor?
I'm voting for none
I have no words for that, okay?
of them. They're all corrupted.
Would you vote for any of them?
No, would I? No, I won't.
And what do you think about Cuomo?
Cuomo, they are corrupted.
What about Zoran Mamdani?
They all have a history of betrayal and lies.
What about Curtis Liwa?
Okay, this person don't really know what he's talking about, so I would probably pass it.
His name is like Adlami. What's his name?
Zoran.
Mommy or?
The Arabian one.
Yeah, Zoran Mamdani?
Yeah, him.
Who are you voting for mayor?
Oh, Zoran.
And who are you going to vote for?
Cuomo.
And your daughter wants to vote for Mamdani.
I don't know. I vote for Cuomo. The older generation tends to go for Cuomo because they feel like he's more experienced, whatever. I just think that the millennials and Gen Z need to take over now. Like, all the old people, boomers and all, they gotta go. Like, let the new...
I'm young, but I don't have this vision because I think that older people have more experience and know policies better. And the fact that the policies that Zoran want to implement are really bad is not good, even if he's progressive. That's not good for the people of New York.